Hello, everyone. Welcome to Backyard Musings, broadcasting live from Apple Valley. I'm Steve.
And I'm Scott.
Thank you for joining us. Today,
Yeah.
we're going to be talking about the second and third order effects of the Mayorkas impeachment dismissal today. It was dismissed yesterday. Is that right,
Yep.
Scott? Yeah,
Yes.
the Senate dismissed the articles without even trying the case.
Yeah, the
No
House,
trial.
The House was not allowed to present their case. We got to see that in Trump's impeachments. They were able to go over there, and both sides were able to present, and we saw the results of that, which we don't agree with, but that's the way it was. This result yesterday from up Chuck Schumer was just kind of flabbergasting.
This guy's fired up.
It was just, yeah. I mean, it was over. What to me, it was just a waste of time and energy, and obviously money whenever you're dealing with that kind of stuff. But it just didn't. I don't know why even do it.
So the Democrats, what they did was they swore all the Senate in as jurors because the Senate acts as a jury. The impeachment managers are the prosecutors, and they present the evidence. So as soon as they were sworn in, Chuck Schumer called for a point of order. The point of order said that these articles of impeachment are unconstitutional. Let's take a vote. And all Democrats and the three independents said yes, they're unconstitutional, and so
Party
the whole
lines.
thing was dismissed.
What a waste of time.
This is an unprecedented event. It's never happened before in all the history of impeachments. So what I want to do is I want to talk to you about, there was a cabinet member that was impeached and removed from office in 1876. He was William Belknap. He was Ulysses S. Grant's Secretary of War. Grant was president. He was a war hero. The charge was criminally disregarding his duty and basely prostituting his high office to his lust for private gain. What does that sound like to you nowadays? Does that sound familiar? Who's doing that right now?
Well, the Biden family is pretty
right?
involved in that kind of stuff.
And so Belknap's wife was the mastermind of organizing all the grift, the kickbacks, right? And this guy was a polygamist. He had 3 wives. Back then it was legal. His second wife organized this. Kind of familiar today? The son organizes for the Biden family? Okay, anyways. So Belknap's second wife's name was Carita. I think that's interesting. So this was tried by the Senate, and he was removed from office. He was a cabinet member. So that has been done before. So here are I'm going to read the articles of impeachment to you, just the title of it. The first article from Mayorkas. The first article was willful and systemic refusal to comply with the law. The second one was breach of trust for saying the border was secure. Now, the Constitution says, Article 2, Section 4, the President, Vice President, and all civil officers of the U.S. shall be removed from office on impeachment for and in conviction of treason, bribery, or other high crimes and misdemeanors. So, does this sound like the breach of trust sound like treason?
I don't know.
Does it sound like a high crime? It's a lie, but I guess lying under oath to Congress, I don't know.
A lot of people have done it.
And is it a misdemeanor for breach of trust? No. Willful and systemic refusal to comply with the law. They're the executive branch is the prosecutors of the law. They prosecute it, and they decide, yes, we're going to do it, or no, we're not going to do it. I don't see a crime there. I don't see treason. I don't see I'm being neutral here.
I got it.
I don't see it. Alan Dershowitz, who I respect, Democrat, Jonathan Turley, who I respect, Democrat. Dershowitz said that these articles were unconstitutional because they don't fit in what was in the Constitution as high crimes, misdemeanors, treason, bribery.
They're both constitutional lawyers, right?
Yeah, but however, you don't just dismiss it.
No,
you don't dismiss it.
Let them present the case.
Play it out. Now, this is purely political because it's a House, Congress, House of Representatives is bringing the charges, and the Senate is being the jury and trying, right? And the jurors.
And they should
That's
hear the
all
charges.
Political.
They should hear the case, right?
So Chuck Schumer, this was a political decision. Did he want the Democrat senators going on the record saying not guilty to this border invasion? He didn't want that, especially coming up with an election. Aired on the airwaves. Sinema votes no on impeachment of Mayorkas for the border invasion. She wants, Manchin.
That would,
all of them. Fetterman.
That would be not a good move for her to be doing that.
Well, she's a lame duck. She's a lame duck, and so is Manchin. They're not running again. But you see,
Sinema said she's not running again.
Yeah, she's not running. So one of the Republicans voted present on this impeachment, Alaska. So so this was purely political, so that they wouldn't affect, and they're taking a hit for this unprecedented thing, right? Democrats are renowned for doing something unprecedented, and it blows back up in their face. You always needed a 2/3 vote to approve a judge, just a judge, common judge. And the Senate Democrats said, no, we just need a majority. And that blew up in their face. Trump, how many did he appoint? No. Common judges. Hundreds. Because all you needed was 51 votes, right? And since the Democrats did that, then McConnell said nuclear option 2 for Supreme Court. Instead of 67, we're taking it down to 51. It blew up in the Democrats' face. It was like a tit for tat,
Right.
So this is going to blow up in their face, right?
Well, let's hope so.
I think it's going to. There's going to be ramifications for this. Now look at the flip side. If Republicans had done this and blocked an impeachment of a Republican,
if they had the control of the Senate and done this,
there would be an outcry. There would be Antifa would show up everywhere and start,
Yeah, it would be ugly.
It would be ugly. It would be.
Yeah.
So this is unprecedented, and it's going to have problems coming up in the future. Whoever controls that Senate is just going to say, sorry, we're not going to. I mean, look at Bill Clinton. It was a Democrat Senate, and they allowed that to play out. And Bill Clinton took the risk. He took the risk and said, bring it on. And there weren't enough votes to convict him in the Senate. They didn't just say, unconstitutional. We're not gonna discuss it.
So this whole impeachment process was based on the fact that the House of Representatives does not believe, at least the Republican side, does not believe that Mayorkas is doing his job.
Right.
Securing
doing
the border.
His job. That's
right.
it. Yeah.
Securing his border. So in the private sector, if you weren't doing your job, you would be either asked to resign,
or you get counseling,
or you'd be fired.
Get counseling.
Well, I'm talking about in
3 strikes you're out, or 2 strikes you're out. Yeah.
Private sector, you either resign or we'll fire you. Okay, that's your choice. Why is that not the choice here? Can you tell me? Can you actually listen to any of his interviews in the House of Representatives, or this question, better yet, do you believe that the border is secure? No. That's a great question.
Well, it depends on the definition of secure.
Well,
are the ports secure? Yeah, so I can say the border is secure.
Well, but I'm talking about the border that doesn't have a port of entry.
In between the ports.
Yeah. The part that's not policed 24/7, coming and going.
Well, we capture the newcomers and we assimilate them, so of course it's secure. Well, what about the gotaways?
It is not secure. Oh my gosh.
What about? Well, they like to play. They like to mince words.
No,
and
I get that. But
semantics.
you know, if the
like
border
arguing
was
with your
left up to
wife.
the private sector to secure, and the person that was doing that, they would be asked to resign or they'd be fired because they're not doing it.
Yeah.
So why can we not have that in the political sector?
No, because
can't we?
it's a lust for power.
It is.
The Democrats are above the law. They can break the law. They can circumvent the law. They can take a SCOTUS decision and say, nope, we're not going to follow it, and get a workaround. Only Democrats can do that. Republicans cannot do that. They'll be crucified in the media. There'll be an uproar. All Democrats will uproar. Not like us. Not like Republicans. We don't uproar. All Republicans.
They
two tiers of justice.
Yep, they're the experts in filibustering and drawing things out.
Workarounds.
Not saying that our party is completely squeaky clean by any means, but it just
we're definitely not unified.
No, it's not. Yeah, we're not.
The Democrats are unified.
They are.
Okay, folks.
Good or bad.
Thanks for joining us today. Second and third order effects of this Mayorkas impeachment dismissal. We'll see in the future how this bodes. What are the Republicans going to do?
Vote them out.
Vote them out. Thanks and have a great day.
Take care. Thank you.